Good morning. Oh, afternoon. My heart has been very heavy lately. Not like a terrible thing, but like just a thinker, I guess. We're not going to get into that now. Probably shouldn't have started with that. I'm leaving it. I'm not editing it out. This is a Longan Fruit. It is October 12 in the afternoon. This is a Longan Fruit. If you guys follow any vegan influencers, there's one who, her name is called Fully Raw Christina with a K, I believe. She has a giant farm in Hawaii, and she is living my best life. She had a longan tree. Apparently it took a while to sprout, like 5 years or something crazy. And so obviously I live in the middle of the country, and I don't own a farm. So but I got curious and I got to looking for them, and they were right down the street from said major retailer that I work for. They were at El Mercado. Butchered it. It is a Latina or Hispanic, I don't know what's politically correct anymore, grocer in the city. They have several locations. They had Longan, so I got a few. I've eaten some already. I got about this much. I guess they're $6.99 a pound, I believe. They come on a limb, not a vine, because they don't grow. They grow out of a tree. So they had them attached, but I just pulled them off of there. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I probably had about 10 or 12, and they cost me. The receipt cannot be far. Ah, thank you. So about 12 of them will cost you a little over $2, almost $3. Yeah, $2. Let's call it $2. Oh, here's the name of the grocery store that I just butchered. And location. I don't know if you can read that. Anyway, they have Long in there. When I got these, they didn't have very much left. I don't know what they're gonna restock. I pray God. So I got a few of these for a couple bucks. They the most times you'll see people eat these, they'll just crack them open with their teeth. These have been handled by a lot of hands at the grocery store, including my own. So I do have, I got a couple open with a knife, but I was looking at it. You see this little bud on the top? One of them, I'm just gonna try it on camera because that seems the right way to do it. On one of them, just in case you don't have a little knife, because I happen to have like a little plastic knife in the car. So if you wanted to pick up like a snack, or maybe you wanted to like eat a bunch of them at a time, if they have this little butt on the top, I feel like all I did was I twisted it off and then kind of peeled it back. Yeah, that's what I did. And it came right open. So if you don't want to put your mouth on it and you don't have a knife, if you have a little opening at the top, and I believe that's actually attached to the seed, and I'll show you the seed. But that just peels right off. And they do taste like an earthy grape-ish, somewhere in there. So I peeled that off the top. This is what it looks like inside, and you can just squeeze it in your mouth from here. You don't even have to peel it all the way. I don't know what kind of, I should be able to do this with great speed and agility after today. And they're amazing. Also, here's the seed. After you eat it, I think it's attached to that little, you see that little white part of the seed? I think it's attached to the little knobby that I plucked off to peel it. I think that's where they connect, it's connected to the seed. So technically you can just peel this with your finger. You don't need to like put your mouth on it. You can, that's your business. But you can just peel it with your nail. This wrapping is very, very thin. I don't know if you can tell from there. It's very thin. It's kind of a good shot. I don't know. So they're very easy to get open. If you don't want to put the outside in your mouth because it does feel kind of gritty and dirty, and you don't have a little plastic knife. A little plastic knife from like a fast food joint will get them open as well. There's that little white top from the seed that I think is connected to the outside, to that little stem I plucked off. But yeah, you can just use your nail to get in there. And I don't have my nails done. I don't have like really long nails. I just found it really easy to peel from the top. And since you don't have to peel, you have to peel about half of it to get it out. Please do your research. I don't know if it was this one or the Kneps, also called Quinapaz, I think. I'm butchering that too. I believe it is spelled Quenapas. It's another fruit that kind of looks very, very similar. But they have, do your research on the health benefits. Huge health benefits. Lots of antioxidants. Sorry, my train of thought. There was one lady that said, only eat a few a day. I don't know if she's talking to everybody. I don't know. I don't know if that's based on, I don't know what that's based on, and I don't know if it's the same fruit because I did a little bit of a search on both of those at the same time. She said only eat 5. I'm gonna eat all the ones, I think she said 5 or 6. I'm gonna eat all the ones I bought today. If there are any adverse effects, I will let you know. I'm highly doubtful, but hey, what do I know? These ones are, sorry, greedy. She said only eat a few a day. I just can't foresee me not eating less than 10. 2 layers on the skin. So you can see that really, really thin layer and then the brown layer. And the really, really thin layer is like thinner than paper. It's really, really thin. Earthy grape is what it's giving me. And I don't know if I picked the most ripe ones because this is my first time, so I'm no expert. But earthy grapes, huge, lots and lots of antioxidants. Somebody called it a dragon eye. Sure, I don't know. Anyway. I'm going to go get a smoothie. You guys have a great day. Or whatever you're gonna do. But this is great. These are delicious. Peel it with your finger nails. My little bitty fingernails, because I don't really have any nails. So you can peel it just the same. Again, many have touched this in transport. If you own your own farm and you have those, then do what you want to, because you know what they've been sprayed with and you know who touched them. But out in the public, don't do that. All right, y'all.